And I think all us locals would like to have a local run up here. I know that's y'all's decision. The other thing that I've heard in here tonight that I didn't like, I don't know too many people here have been on the pier when the excitement gets going, but that city cam's gonna see a lot of things.
Well, the construction guys out there, they wouldn't let us put it up either. I know what you're talking about.
But you know,
They want to wait till
I had a good
it's
friend one time that run the Panama City Pier in Popeye. Back when they rebuilt their pier, they put his name at the bottom of the pier name. And he asked me one time after open what he could do to slow down what happened on the pier. And I told him to make a spectator pier out of it. Because as long as you got fishermen out there fishing, if you're a good fisherman or no good fisherman, whatever, you're gonna get excited. And excitement's a wonderful thing in fishing. And things get hectic when people get excited. You know, so I just want to make sure that that cam ain't something that's going to throw all of us off the pier when we have our excited moments. That's what I like.
Take the fifth, brother.
It's kind of hard to do when I'm going with the gaffing, and I'm going to get everybody out of the way.
Point made in the Jacksonville Beach Pier, those folks have left, but they do have a cam on that one, and it's actually well back so that
They
it's
got
got.
one that comes on city here too.
Point well made. Thanks, Mary.
Anyway, Darcy, 1048 Greenway.
I'm Calvin Martin, 1950 Eagle West Navarre.
I heard some things that were interesting, and first of all, I want to thank whoever's involved in getting this pier built. I don't care whoever you are, I want to thank you, okay? Because we need it. We've had Pittsville Beach Pier, and no pier at Navarre, and we had 500 guys on Pittsville Beach Pier, and there's usually about 3 fights a day. We got them all spread out now, so we can get back to normal. There's a lot of things that I fished over the years, Calvin's fished over the years, everyone in here's fished over the years. And we all have our own directions on things, and some things we agree, and some we don't. I will say that if you have it needs to be run by a concessionaire. Someone that appreciates fishing and knows fishing, not someone that just is from here, from nowhere, and don't really understand how the locals are in this area. I say that, the reason why I say that is because if you want tourists to come, the locals are happy with the way the pier is run, the tourists will be back because they are seeing how, I mean, these guys, they got to pay here, look, they love this place. And I've seen locals not understand us at all, and tourists not understand us at all fishing, and I've seen tourists can't believe what we show them and what we have, and we appreciate what we have here. So we just have to get someone in there that's very beach fish oriented and business oriented as well, but just understands what's really going on with the pier. I mean, from each person that walks out and you know them, you say hey to them, and you communicate with them and get feedback with them, and that is most important. If you don't get feedback from the fishermen and from the people walking on and off there, it's really not what a business class work. There was a discussion I heard earlier on the Blue Angel show. It does affect the fishing, but and it took away from fishing for a good 7 days straight. But also, that was an income maker as well. I forgot to mention to y'all that the Blues on the Beach, which is right beside the pier, every Tuesday evening, draws a ton. So that's something that may need to be thought of from the Navarre Beach's standpoint, because that's a big crowd on the week, on Tuesday night or Wednesday night. I mean, you don't have to have it on a Saturday or a Sunday. Another thing that blows my mind about this Blue Angel show. Why do we have a Blue Angel show on Pensacola Beach in the middle of the summertime when everyone's already there on the mountain? Why don't we have a Blue Angel show on Navarre Beach in the middle of the wintertime? I don't understand that thinking.
Mr. Chairman, I will tell you this. NS Whiting Field celebrated their 50th anniversary back in 1993. I was president of the chamber. We stole the Blue Angels from Pensacola and Pensacola Beach. We were labeled for the rest of our life. So it's not an easy thing to get the Blue Angels. I wish it were, but it goes all the way to the Pentagon. So
I love the Blue Angels, don't get me wrong. I'm working on the Pensacola. I hear them every morning at 8:20. They come right up my building. But, I mean, the people on July 4th are already on that beach. So sometime in the wintertime, the bar can have their little Blue Angel show or Thunderbirds Angling show, and you have all kinds of people.
Thunderbirds are gonna be here the second weekend of April, and that's the first time they've been here in probably 6 or 7 years. And Blue Angels is years out scheduling them, and in fact, I'm not even sure they do any shows during the winter months, but it is literally, all as Commissioner Sullivan points out, like an act of Congress to get done.
When the Blue Angels come, I go the other way. I've been singing for 25 years or 30 years now, so I don't like to get in the middle of it, but it is a crowd drawer, it is a money maker. So the bar should have some type of show in that direction, where I say, not on July 4th, but on a good average day in the wintertime, we need to draw people to the Navarre Beach. Okay, and I want to mention one other thing too. We discussed the beach renourishment thing. Beach renourishment, to me, I'm not really up on it as far as we need it, but businesses that have their businesses on the beach are going to lose it. I understand what they're doing. One thing you need to know about beach renourishment, you pump all that sand in on the beach, anytime we have a swell for up to a year, after that stuff is pumped up there, the water goes to a clay chalk. And it affects the fishing. There's not really much you can do about that, but I do want to let you know something that I don't understand about beach renourishment, because I've seen it twice. As soon as you pump beach renourishment up on the beach, and you got that piping equipment and all that stuff, and you move it down, there's a hazard to it. And the hazard is, from the point where that sand is pumped out to the shoreline, it's a straight drop, like 6 feet, 4 feet. And a lot of people down, let's go to the beach, that's beach renourishment. They never mentioned that, that's exactly what happened.
Well, because I couldn't understand why it was 10-month impact, and that's the sand settlement takes that long.
It takes that stuff out, and it makes a very dangerous drop-off for tourists. Now, most locals they're going to understand and be able to swim that, but tourist information-wise, they don't need to be swimming around the beach. There's any swells that are going to get stuck there. Other than that, I won't want to say, and I'll let you count it on some. One thing about a pier is, Pensacola Beach Pier does not have the wooden trash containers that close over on the trash cans. This day, you don't have it.
That north winter wind just goes all out the Gulf.
If you have a full trash can, they have not emptied that trash can, and you got to adjust the wind.
And he's talking about leaving the pier unattended during winter time, not to mention vandals, but you got a lot of trash flying out unless they do something about it.
All that trash cans are movable. So it's got to be an enclosed trash container with a lid on it. You don't have the wooden things on the beach out there now, on our beach?
Just the containers that the beach beautification committees made, there's nothing like that.
Yeah, with the metal lid on it.
I think it's long access with all the walkways.
Okay, well, whatever it is, you don't need, it does not really need to be open to the air environment, because as soon as you get a wind, it sucks the whole bag out and everything goes in.
One point, I don't have a lot to say, but I do have a couple of points I want to comment on. The very first presenter we heard tonight, I think he was in operation of 6 different piers in South Florida. He had mentioned about on the end of the pier, where we were not going to discriminate against anybody fishing. I'm not quite sure he has his finger to the pulse up here. All the piers in the Panhandle, from Gulf Shores to Panama City, we're one of the top destinations for hardtail fishermen. In the summertime, these hardtail fishermen come on the end, and all these piers now have a white line. I mean, you wouldn't, Miss Pat brought up the safety feature, and that white line will double as that safety feature, but it keeps the hardtail fishermen off the end. I don't know if they get hardtail fishermen down there or not, but I would probably think that we get more than they do.
We get busted or something.
Right, and that interferes with the kingfish. If we ain't catching no fish on the pier's not going to be making any money, because all the fishermen we talk about, hey, this pier ain't catching no fish. You can't catch fish there because all the hardtail fishermen.
They're after hardtail, skip jacks, anything that they can get, they're going to get it. And the trouble with that is, it makes a big mess in the parking lots.
That's something very minor that I've heard that I want to comment on. The only other thing that I have to say is, I'd like to see the pier kept in Santa Rosa County. The management of Navarre Beach Pier, I think, should be a Santa Rosa County resident.